Welcome back, guys. My name's Randy. Here's another video. This one is of extreme importance because this is Business Credit Foundation. How to set up your business so that you can ultimately set it up the right way and start applying, getting approved for business credit cards, and then ultimately no PG trade lines in the future. It does typically take a little bit of time, but let's get right into it. If you can, hit the like button, subscribe, and we'll get started. The Business Credit Foundation is so important because this is ultimately how you have to set your company up in order to start getting looked at by the banks as a company versus an individual. You want to always be seen as an entity that has stability. So this is a quick 20 steps, which sounds like a lot, but it really is pretty straightforward, where if you were to do this on your own, it might take you anywhere from like 2 to 3 hours, maybe 4. A lot of the steps are very quick and easy. The first step, we'll get right into it. It's coming up with your business name. Now, this does not have to be something that is complicated. It does not even necessarily have to do with the website you'll create or the doing business as name. This is your LLC, your S Corp, your LLP, your C Corp, whatever you're going to eventually call your company. I would not give a lot of time to this. I would, come up with something that is simple, straightforward, so that you could get going. That's the most important thing, taking the action. You'll then, step 2 is, where's the company going to be located when you are incorporating? Will it be home-based? Will it be a commercial address? Will it be a virtual, like a mailbox.com? I really don't suggest UPS addresses. So, if you look at some of these online companies that'll give you an address, they're good, definitely are. But make sure that you do pick a physical address, even if it is home. We know people that actually use LoopNet to then get a commercial address to just incorporate, and then you can always have mail and everything sent to a home address or a different location. Third step, applying for your LLC, your S Corp, your C Corp, your LLP. You could typically do this directly through a third-party provider, which will eliminate a couple of other steps. We like InkFile, very good. It's inexpensive. They'll get the EIN number for you. But if you were to do this yourself, you can go directly through your state Secretary of State, or if you're using a different state to incorporate, going directly through that, such as if you're using a Wyoming, a Delaware, a Florida, a Minnesota, you could go through those. Nevada's another one that's popular, and applying and getting it. That's all it really takes. And after you get, whether you go through InkFile or you get your LLC, S Corp, C Corp set up, you'll then be applying for an EIN. Now, if you go through an InkFile or, these other Zen Business, I think is another one, they'll apply for this on your behalf. You'll get it within a day or so. I would suggest, honestly, if you want to save time and you don't mind spending a little bit of money, going that route. And again, applying for your DUNS number, it's completely free. They will try to sell you on their other products and services when you do apply for the DUNS number on their website. You don't need any of it. Just get the number, say no thank you, that's it. And after you get your DUNS number, which does take a little bit of time, but not too long, you'll then look to get a logo, because again, we want to promote stability when you're going in to apply for funding with a banker. Bankers are old school, they like stability. So a business logo can be created very quickly through a Fiverr, Canva, somewhere else. Really not too difficult to do that. And then from there, step 7, you're going to get a business phone number, a little local toll-free number. You could go through Grasshopper. There are a few other. GoDaddy does even offer a way to get a number very quickly and cost-effectively. just to promote more stability. You now are using a number other than your cell phone, which we want to have as much stability as possible. You'll then register this business phone number with 411. You can go right to listyourself.net. Easy peasy, 1, 2, 3, you get it done. You'll set up, a website. Typically, don't have to spend a lot of money on a website, but you want to have that stability, that structure, the website, a legit email. You want to have a business email, a Randy at randyrichards.com or whatever your company name is. Better than a Gmail or an Outlook or Yahoo. Stability, stability, stability. You'll get the email, and those steps are kind of all in the same arena where website and phone number for the website for the company is all in the same steps. Really, you're going to get to like step 11 or so where this will be finding your NICS code or your SIC code. This is important because there are a lot of SIC codes that are deemed high risk by bankers. I will include the list of those risky SIC codes in the Google Doc. It'll also be in the description section. I'll have all the steps. It'll be labeled Business Credit Foundation document there because this is extremely important. You want to make sure that when you are picking a particular SIC, an industry is what it describes, that you pick the correct ones. Bankers look at this. So when you are applying, this could be the difference between being able to open up a business checking account and getting funding and being denied. It is that serious. You'll then, once you have that picked out, hopefully a nice cup of coffee, you will then go and open up your business bank account. This is the fun part. Most of the other stuff is done. So now I would suggest going locally with one of your credit unions or regional bank or a bank you already have a relationship with. Open the checking account, get in there, dress up nice, talk to your banker, tell them what you plan on doing because you're building a relationship with this particular relationship banker. If it's a personal banker or the business banker, you want to be friendly and ask genuine questions and tell them. You don't have to tell them anything that is not true or fudge an application. I see other people that say these things in other YouTube videos. It's not necessary. Do not do that. You'll open the account. You'll get your opening documentation. I'm sure you'll get a debit card sooner than later. You might even be able to apply for a business credit card right then and there if your personal credit is very strong and you already have a relationship with that bank. I would go for it right then and there. Boom. You'll, after that, some of the other quick steps, creating social media accounts. You can do this yourself. You could go to Fiverr, have someone inexpensively do this for you. Your Facebook, your Instagram. If you're going to do Twitter, I would highly suggest the YouTube channel because this is evergreen content. These videos, we make them once, they get seen years and years later. Doesn't cost us any work or any time. So definitely something with video. Get that set up. Add your business to Yelp. Links here, business.yelp.com. Get it. More stability. Establish business presence with the Mecca, Google. So you go to google.com/business. Add your business to Bing. It's another one. But is that number 2 largest search engine on the planet? You've already gotten your domain name and your hosting when you got the website. So you'll have that set up. You'll then quickly add your business to Yellow Pages, Yahoo Business Listing, and then get on Google search engine optimization, and you're good. I know that those steps in the beginning sounded like a lot, but literally the 15 to 20 steps, because some of them really are, one and the same thing, you could get done in a couple of hours. You could have us do it for you. You could try going through a lawyer, but a lawyer or a law firm would probably charge quite a bit of money for this. I've seen people want to set this up for as high as $2,000. But definitely, these are the steps you need to get going with your funding. Good luck. Hit the subscribe button, like. Have a great week.
Subscribe now.